Morning, Tanya. Will you state your full name and spell your last name?
Tanya Renee Beardsley, Beardslee.
Okay, and where are you currently employed?
ServPro.
And what's your position at ServPro?
I'm the accounts receivable administrator.
Okay. And how long have you been in that position?
7 years.
Are you familiar with the books and records of ServPro?
Yes.
And are you familiar with its file with regard to its work at 5578 Quarry Road in Afton?
Yes.
All right. And did ServPro issue an invoice to someone for the work at that address?
Yes.
Okay, and who was it directed to?
Crystal Wiley.
Okay, I'm going to show you what's marked as proposed exhibit 8. I can approach.
Yes.
Do you recognize that document?
Yes, I do.
And what is that document?
It's one of our invoices.
I'm sorry.
What is it?
It's one of our invoices for services rendered.
Okay, and specifically, was that invoice for a particular project?
That is for Crystal Wiley project, 5578 Quarry Road.
Okay, and what's the date of that invoice?
Oh, it was dated 5/2/2024.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what was that date? I didn't hear.
5/2/2024.
Okay.
Okay, and I see that there are some other dates on this invoice. Was this invoice updated over time?
But the system automatically adds monthly a late fee based on the balance it's due. And this one was due June 1st of 2024, and after that, it'll start calculating interest.
Okay, and so what was the last date that interest was calculated on this invoice? And I'm just trying to establish what the date this invoice was printed was.
We stopped running interest on November 7th of 2024.
Okay, all right, so I'll offer plaintiff's exhibit number 8.
Any objection?
No, thank you.
8 is admitted.
Okay, so what's the total amount of this invoice?
The total, you want the grand total, like what's due right now?
Well, why don't you explain the totals on this?
Total is $68,2063. That's $6,820.63.
Okay.
The insurance paid their portion of $4,087.03.
Okay.
Which leaves a balance of $2,733.60.
All right. First question, why is it the insurance company, if you know, paid less than the full balance?
Because they paid their portion, the Wileys have a $2,500 deductible.
Okay, so there was a $2,500 remaining amount.
Correct.
That was the Wiley's responsibility.
Correct.
All right. Now, the interest, what sort of finance charges or interest are charged on this invoice?
1.5% monthly based on the balance that's due.
Okay, and is that something that's spelled out in the contract that we marked as Exhibit 2?
Yes, I believe so. I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to read it.
Okay. Yeah,
I know it says it on all our invoices.
okay. Did Farm Bureau approve the work that was done by ServPro?
That I know of, yes.
All right. And in your experience, would an insurer pay if a job was not completed to their satisfaction?
Correct. Generally, after the insurance pays their portion, they pay their deductible.
No, I'm sorry, you
Sorry.
misunderstood my question. Will an insurer pay on an invoice if they're not happy with the work
No.
that was done?
No,
Okay.
that's not been my experience.
Okay. So did Deborah and or Krista Wiley pay for the remaining balance on this invoice?
No.
Okay, and do you know why that is?
I'm not sure
Okay,
because it's a deductible. It's just a standard industry procedure.
as a result of their non-payment on this, does ServPro incur some sort of cost?
Well, we have to start the process of trying to get a hold of them, calling the insurance company, starting all the paperwork of just calling monthly.
Is ServPro in the business of lending money?
No,
Okay, so if someone doesn't pay, does that impact abilities to pay wages, fixed costs, things like that?
we're having to cover it.
Okay, so costs ServPro money when
Yes,
accounts go delinquent?
yes,
Okay, and is that your understanding of the reason for the 1.5% finance charge? When did you start charging the finance charge?
It would have been June 7th it started.
Okay, and when did ServPro stop charging it, if at all?
We stopped in November.
Right, so there was no finance charges charged after November
No.
7th of 2024.
No.
Is that fair?
Mhm.
Yes, yeah,
Yes,
yes.
sorry, correct.
Sorry. Okay. What else did ServPro do as a result of non-payment?
We did try to set up a payment plan. And that was done in December, and that's why we stopped the fees. Because we were hoping to enter a payment plan with her.
And did that happen or no? I'm going to show you what's marked as plaintiff's exhibit number 9.
Yes.
Time, what's that document?
It's a claim of lien.
And specifically, was this related to a project?
It is for Crystal Weiler project.
Okay. And is this something that's contained in the books and records of ServPro on this file?
Yes,
Okay, are you familiar with this document?
I am.
Okay. Is it a true and accurate copy of a claim of lien that was filed by ServPro?
It is. I did not file this one, but yes, it is. Yes.
Okay, but you're familiar with this document?
Yes.
All right. I'll offer plaintiff's exhibit 9.
Any objection?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
9 submitted?
Okay, what's the last day that labor and material was supplied as noted in exhibit 9?
May 30th,
Okay, and what's the date that exhibit 9 was recorded with the Register of Deeds?
August 5th
And what year?
of 2024.
Okay, so the last day of providing labor and material was May 30, 2024, and it was recorded August 5th of 2024. Was May 30th, excuse me, was it recorded within 90 days of May 30, 2024?
Yes,
Okay. I'm going to show you now, it's marked as plaintiff's proposed exhibit 10. I can approach.
Yes.
Do you recognize this document, Tanya?
yes.
What is this document?
This is what was sent to the county when we applied for the lien.
Okay, take a closer look at this. Make sure that we can look through all the pages. What's the date on this document?
September 3rd.
Okay, and it appears to be what on the first page?
It's a letter to recommending or asking for certified mail receipt of the lien sent to the homeowner and a lien request.
Who's it addressed to?
Deborah J. Wiley,
Okay. And again, this is dated what?
September 3rd.
Of 2024. Okay. Is this a true and accurate copy of a document in ServPro's file regarding the job for 5578 Quarry Road?
Yes,
Okay. I'll offer plaintiff's exhibit number 10.
Any objection?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
10 submitted?
So it appears in exhibit 10, Tanya, that there was some effort to send a copy of the recorded lien to Deborah Wiley. Is that
Correct.
fair? Okay. And I see on the last page of exhibit 10, there's a certified mail envelope.
right.
Okay. And it's marked return to sender. Is that your understanding?
Correct.
Okay. Did you ever have conversations with Krista or Deborah Wiley?
About this?
Yeah, about the lien at all?
No,
All right. I see that there's a LN on the envelope. Do you know what that stands for?
I do not. I'm not sure.
Okay. Is it maybe left notice?
I assume left notice.
Okay. And it looks like there's 3 dates on there.
Correct.
All right. In any event, there was some attempt to send a copy of the lien
Correct.
to Mrs. Wiley. Do you know what date ServPro received the lien back from the Register of Deeds?
I do not.
Okay, do you know what the turnaround time is for mailing it out to getting it back from
It
the Register?
varies on each county. Some take longer, some take shorter. We can never get a guaranteed date.
Okay, one of the allegations in this case is that ServPro failed to send a copy of this by certified mail within 15 days of recording the lien. Again, you don't know when they would have gotten, ServPro would have gotten the lien back from the register,
No.
correct?
Correct.
But what is the standard practice at ServPro?
When we get it back, we send it back that same day. We send it to the homeowner the same day.
Okay. Has ServPro incurred any attorney fees as a result of this case?
Yes,
Does the contract that's marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 2, does that permit ServPro to recover attorney fees and court
Yes.
costs?
I believe so.
Okay. And any idea how much has been incurred at this point?
I do not know at this point.
All right, those are all my questions. Thank you very much.
Mr. Kadat, prosecuting.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Beardsley. Isn't it true that you never billed Deborah Wiley?
We've never billed her. We sent her invoices. I believe we emailed them as well.
So I'll bring your attention to what's already been entered as Exhibit A. Was this bill sent to Deborah Wiley?
It was sent to Crystal Wiley. That's what our job, that's how the job was in our system is.
All right. Do you have any bills that were sent to Deborah Wiley?
No. Because Crystal Wiley was our job name.
No, you had mentioned some negotiations regarding a payment plan, right?
Correct.
And did you prepare a proposed payment agreement
Yes.
with a monthly credit card payment agreement?
Yes.
Here, I'll bring the court's attention to proposed Exhibit B. May I approach the witness, Your Honor?
Yes.
Ms. Beardsley, I'm presenting you with what's been marked as proposed Exhibit B. And do you recognize that document?
I do.
Is that the payment agreement that you prepared with credit card payment agreement on the second page?
Yes.
And does that document appear to have been altered or changed in any way since you prepared it?
No.
Your Honor, I move for the admission of proposed Exhibit B as Exhibit B.
Any objection?
I'll object on the grounds of relevancy, Judge. I think he's laid a foundation and authenticated the exhibit, but I don't understand the relevancy of it. And it is actually a settlement negotiation under MRE 408.
Your response, Mr. Kadat?
So the relevancy plainly is to show vexatiousness, Your Honor, vexatiousness, Your Honor. Insofar as that document, once admitted, will show the court that what they called a $100 payment agreement was actually a $200 a month payment agreement. As far as the objection regarding settlement negotiations, the rule of evidence that applies to settlement negotiations. It's not all encompassing. The only prohibited evidence from settlement negotiations, Your Honor, is the to prove the amount of the claim or the liability. This document is not being entered for that purpose. The document is being entered in order to show the unfair dealing and vexatiousness of the plaintiff.
Just taking a quick peek at your counterclaim. I mean, this was referenced in the trial brief, so I know the ambiguity you're talking about, that it says she'll pay $100 a month, but then on the what it would charge the credit card, it'd be $100 twice a month. Is that fact part of your, hang on, I'm not asking you a question, I'm talking to the lawyer. Is that fact part of your counterclaim for violation of Consumer Protection Act?
I don't believe off the top of my head that it's part of our counterclaim, but it is mentioned in, I believe, our answer and affirmative defenses, Your Honor, whereas wherein we stated that Krista Wiley attempted to negotiate.
Right, but how would that make a fact more or less probable? The facts at issue in this case about whether they performed the services, whether they were paid for the services, whether these defendants are liable for those services, and whether this is a valid lien.
Those facts, this does not shed light on, Your Honor.
So what fact does it tend to prove?
The statutory right of my client to claim that the plaintiff is acting vexatiously.
Because they filed a claim when the customer failed to agree to a payment plan?
That is correct, but not only failed to agree to a payment plan, failed to agree to a payment plan that was other than what the plaintiff represented within the payment plan document itself.
I mean, I understand what you're getting at, but I think the probative value of that is fairly limited, and I do think it falls within the purview of the court rule that would generally exclude offers to settle. That would have been an offer to settle that didn't really fall through. So I'll sustain the objection.
All right, so Ms. Beardsley, do you recall responding to written interrogatories and requests for production of documents?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that.
Do you recall responding to written interrogatories and requests for production of documents?
No.
So I have proposed exhibit C. I'll approach and present you with that document. If you flip to the last page, I'll ask you if you recognize having signed that document.
Yes.
And so now that you've recognized your own signature, do you recognize having?
Yes, I'm sorry. There was many pages of paperwork that I didn't recall this.
All right. So taking a look at all the pages of this document, does anything appear to have been altered or changed since the date that you signed this document?
Does not appear.
Your Honor, I move for proposed exhibit C's entry.
Any objection?
Yeah, and I have to object to hearsay, Judge. I'm maybe being a little overly technical. They are out of court statements being offered for the truth of the matter asserted. Typically what counsel would do is ask her the questions
And then impeach her.
and then impeach her with the statements, right? I think that's really the proper procedure.
Yeah, I think that would be to actually admit the discovered responses for the truth of the matters asserted therein would be an out-of-court statement by this witness, so I'd sustain that objection.
Your Honor, I know that you sustained the objection, but would I have a chance to respond anyway, or for the
Oh,
record?
sure. I mean, why wouldn't that be hearsay to admit the description?
Because it's a statement by a party opponent being offered by the adverse party. It's not hearsay.
But it's just an employee of she said she works in accounts receivable. It's an employee of the party. Does that make her a party opponent?
Yes, it does, Your Honor.
Mr. Slough, what about the party opponent exception? I guess she is an agent.
Yeah, she is an agent of ServPro, and she signed these as an agent of ServPro. There's no question about that. Again, again, in my experience, typically they would impeach them by asking the same questions the witnesses they're live.
Well, that's true, but Mr. Cadet's entitled to proceed how he wants to proceed.
Yeah, that's true.
not-
And I'll withdraw the objection. I mean, I could look up the court rule, and I think we could
All right,
probably argue
and
about
thank you,
it.
Mr. Cadet, for reminding me not to answer a matter before it is heard. So the objection is overruled and C is admitted.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. So if you could, on Exhibit C, Ms. Beardsley, these pages aren't numbered, but it would be the 4th page, where at the top it says request for production of documents. And to the question that was asked in this document, number 1, produce all invoices and or billing statements sent to defendants. Isn't it true that you responded, see enclosed letter dated September 3rd, 2024 with attachments, as well as proposed $100 a month payment agreement that was sent on December 11th, 2024 and refused?
Correct.
Was the payment agreement that you sent on December 11th, 2024 actually for $100 a month?
The same objection, Judge, to relevancy and settlement.
Yeah, isn't that getting into the matter that I already said?
It is, and I'm attacking it from a different direction to give the court an opportunity to reconsider its plain error in calling a proposed payment agreement evidence of settlement negotiations. That's banned under the court rule.
Sustained.
Bringing your attention to, again, Exhibit 8, Ms. Beardsley. You testified that this document was sent to Krista Wiley or you testified that it was dated May 2nd, 2024.
Correct.
So what date would this document have been sent to Krista Wiley?
Our date doesn't change in our system. It stays the original date and the original due date. And then monthly it gets sent out or emailed with the monthly interest that's added each month.
So you sent this out monthly?
Correct.
So on May 2nd?
Actually, probably would have been June 2nd or June 7th. Sorry, that's when the interest loads. And I believe that's when it goes out.
No additional questions, Your Honor.
Any redirect?
Couple quick questions, Judge. I turn your attention, Tanya, to Exhibit 10.
Oh.
there was a question earlier by Mr. Kadat about whether or not there was ever an invoice directed to Deborah Wiley.
Hmm.
The first page of Exhibit 10, I think you said this earlier, but who is this letter addressed to?
That is addressed to Deborah Wiley.
All right, and the second page of that, what is that document?
It's the invoice.
Okay, so a copy of the invoice was directed to Deborah Wiley in September of 2024.
Correct.
Okay. And again, this last page indicates that a notice was left on 3 dates
Correct.
and no one picked it up from that
Correct.
address.
Correct. We've returned.
Those are all my questions. Thank you.
You recross on those points?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Kadat, if you could approach and receive B and C back.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can stop. Thank you.
I think we'll call Deborah Wiley.